Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York, and it's Tuesday, January 26th. And I think I'm going to start a little tradition of it's called Two for Tuesday, where maybe we smoke two bowls together every Tuesday. So grab your pipe. Let's have a smoke as I ramble on and talk about life a little bit. This is my Mr. Bragg pear pipe. It's a poker. And this is my new Savinelli, which I smoked one bowl out of her naked. Then I put some honey in her last night, a thin coat. And it was pretty dry tonight when I came home from work, and I smoked 3 bowls out of her. She's already building up a nice little thin layer of cake. And the reason why I have 2 bowls going is because I'm actually breaking in both of these pipes. So when one starts to get a little warm, I can switch to the other. So grab your pipe. Let's have a smoke together and a little chat. So with the light of this Savinelli, I do want to honor Matches 860. He's been in the YouTube pipe community for many, many years, at least 10 years. I can see his videos, and apparently he passed away about a year ago, and I wasn't aware of that. I enjoyed watching his videos, and then I saw a post from a family member on his channel that said that he had passed. And he was born in 1955, loved Savinellis. So I'm going to smoke this one for him. He probably wouldn't have liked this one because it has a smaller bowl. It's petite. I think he liked rusticated or sandblasted bowls better. I don't know. And I'm smoking Butternut Burley, which I got off of pipesandscigars.com. And if you've never tried Butternut Burley, it's kind of a medium-bodied aromatic, but it's very good. Oh my gosh. And I don't think this Butternut Burley, because it's light enough, I don't think it'll ghost your pipe. So here's to Matches 860. I still watch his videos. Passed away at 64, 65 years old from what is rumored an apparent heart attack. So, this light goes to you, Matches 860. Out of my new Savinelli pipe. I love this Savinelli pipe. There's another one that I want to buy that I found that's darker, and the bowl is much bigger than this. And it's not cheap. But you get what you pay for with pipes. The reason I like vintage K-Woodies is because quality always went into their pipes. And they own their own Briar company, or they used to own their own Briar company. So all of the premium top-notch Briar went to these K-Woody pipes, and I probably have about 50 of them now. It's an addiction I have. It's a good addiction. Like I said in my past videos, I don't do any drugs. I don't even smoke marijuana. Back in the 1980s, when I was a young man, I used to experiment snorting different things. God, thank God. Thank God that's all out of my life for the last 20 years. But in the 80s, when you were making a lot of money, that's what a lot of people did. They went out to the clubs and snorted a line of coke on the back of the toilet seat, you know. And I thank God every day that I don't do that anymore. I never became a drug addict, but certainly affected my life in a negative way. Yeah. As I've talked about before, we're making these shipping containers at my job, and to ship the COVID vaccine all around the United States and probably around the world. And we were rewarded this from Pfizer, a big drug company. It's been a huge blessing. I've worked the last 17 days straight in a row, Monday through Friday and Saturdays and Sundays. And normally, at 56 years old, I don't know if I could find the energy to do that, although I'm very energetic and I'm in good physical condition. But it's this project that we've been awarded takes, I'm so proud to be part of it because I feel like I'm making a difference. So today I got called into the office by the plant manager, and he comes out on the factory floor and he says to me, I need to talk to you in my office. And I was like, oh boy. I mean, now I go to work. I'm never, in 2.5 years working for this company, I've never been late. My attendance is very good. And I'm thinking, what's going on? So I said to him, I says, is it bad? He's like, no, come on. We have to give you a job review. I was like, okay. So I'm in the office with the human resources director and the plant manager, and we're in the conference room sitting at the table, and the plant manager says, I'm very tough on people when it comes to reviews. He says, so within your review, if you see anything that you don't like, don't take it personal. I'm just very tough on people when it comes to reviews. And I was like, that's fine. I used to be in your position and I used to give reviews. he seemed a bit nervous. Probably because I'm an older guy. I'm 56 years old. I wouldn't consider myself old, but so anyway, so we get in and he says, "Here's your review. Read through it, and if you disagree with anything, let's talk about it." So I'm looking through my review, and it was very good. Couple of the comments on there, and I'm not bragging or anything, was Paul is very well liked at work by his coworkers. Paul works hard. Paul does extreme physical labor and never complains. Paul's attendance is good. Paul is always on time. And then it came down to where can Paul improve? And it said that in the comment section under that he could possibly improve by working a little faster. And so I said, well, when you say faster, I said, I can work faster. I says, I can work like some of the other people in the factory and do what I need to do with these parts. But I said, I'm all about the quality. And I said, you know, there's a lot of parts that go through, and I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but there's a lot of parts that go through that have missing steps in them. And I said, I'm very attentive to detail, and I make sure that all of my parts have every process that is required to make them the best that quality that we can make them. I do it. And he said, oh, I understand. I says, if you walk around the factory, you can look at other parts, and there's certain things that haven't been done to them that should be. And I said, I have a feeling of urgency on every job, but I take pride when I sign my name off that I did something to a part or a project. That's my name that goes on that, and that's important to me. And when it goes down the line, it's right. I make sure it's right every time. So then another piece of paper was passed across to me with a raise. My second raise in a year. And I was very thankful for that. And when the owner of the company came around, I said, I got a really good review, and I got a raise, and I wanted to thank you. And he asked me how much of a raise I got, and I told him, and he says, that's nothing. He says, when we're done with this COVID project, he says, your department has been producing parts at an astronomical rate. You guys have been banging the work out. He says, when this project's done in a month or so, I'm going to give you another raise. He says, you got this raise without me. He says, but I'm going to take care of you. And it made me feel really good. always do your best. Sometimes your best isn't good enough, but always take pride in knowing that you did your best. It's it's very important. Respect is earned. Acknowledgement from management where you work or your boss, that's earned. It's not just given out. And I was fortunate to have two wonderful parents that taught me good work ethic, taking pride in what you do. If you're going to do something, be the best at it that you can be. And it's wonderful to work for a company that recognizes that. It really is. Yeah. My life is pretty good right now. I'm not getting rich, but money is not everything. I've been really blessed to have the wonderful children who pretty much all are adults now. Um, I've been blessed with good health. Uh, I've been blessed with a good job that I really love, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of. It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, there's some days when I go in and there's the job I do is extremely physical, and but I get to come home afterwards knowing I accomplished something, and I get to relax, smoke my pipe, have a cold bush beer. And so life is good. There's a lot of people that a certain amount of people that are negative about things. I've always tried to remain positive. Even when times, sometimes throughout my life were hard, I always tried to say to myself, and I do have a faith. I've always, when things throughout my life sometimes became like they were too much to bear, I asked I asked my Creator for help. And He helped me in many ways. When I didn't think I was brave enough, when I didn't think I had enough strength to endure what I was enduring, when times seemed tough. When there seemed like at time there was no answers, I called upon Him. And He answers prayers if you ask. But I also recognized achievements with my Maker. Meaning, if something great happened, if something good broke through, if something wonderful in my life was going on, I'd thank Him. I'd thank Him for blessing me. And back in 1980s, I probably should have been dead about 5 or 10 times. But somehow I was protected. I used to live a very careless life back then. Out at the clubs, in the bars, driving obliterated drunk, not remembering how I got home at times. And this was many, many years ago, keep in mind. But somehow I was protected. And everyone has a purpose in life, whether you realize it or not. If you don't think that you have a purpose in life, you're mistaken. Because every life has a purpose. It has a meaning. You may not realize it, but you have something to offer. You may not know what it is, but it'll come to you. I love being in my 50s. I enjoy it. Stability. Anyways, this is our Tuesday night smoke. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Subscribe to my channel. Like my video if you liked it. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. That's all good. Anyways, Paul the Pipe Guy, over and out. And happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers.